We first got into gardening back in Belgium when we bought a small greenhouse and tried a few basics, tomatoes, cucumbers and some leafy greens, and honestly we were amazed by how much food you can get from just a handful of plants. We even had enough to share with our neighbors, so of course when we moved here to the southwest of France we wanted to grow on a bigger scale. At first we picked the most obvious spot for the veggie garden right next to the house. It seemed practical, easy to keep an eye on, easy to grab things when you need them. We tilled the soil the classic way and planted some simple things, potatoes, onions, tomatoes and cucumbers, but as the growing season progressed we noticed that the area was just too shady because of the big linden tree, and with a very wet spring the garden really struggled. The onions either rotted or got eaten by slugs, the tomatoes battled mildew and blossom and rot, and while we did get a decent potato harvest, it was not exactly the thriving veggie garden we were hoping for. So for the next season we moved the whole thing. We picked a new spot across the driveway where we knew we'd get at least 7 hours of light a day. We fenced it in, laid out semi-raised beds, and gave it another go. That came with its own learning curve. The compost we bought wasn't fully finished, and between the cardboard underneath and the soil still settling, the plants didn't take off right away, but after a few weeks of giving some extra nutrients, we started seeing the payoff. Then came the next challenges: blackbirds tearing through our neat beds looking for snacks, and morning glory, which is one of those weeds that sounds cute until you have it. The only real way to deal with it is to keep removing it and wear it out, and for the birds we already know the answer: netting. So this is season 3 and we've learned enough to know that small upgrades make a big difference. We're taking advantage of the spring weather to add something new we've been thinking about for a while, using what we already have here on the property.
Doing the renovations is important as well, and doing all the rest. But this vegetable garden needs to be done as well. And Anicia is always busy making these videos, and Gracie is at home, so Odin is at school. But there doesn't leave much time for her to do this stuff. So I'm gonna try to do some today. These are all weeds that I'm not too troubled with. The one that will be coming back is the liseron, the morning glory. That's the one that's really annoying. That's the most annoying weed there is that I know. Like this. These are actually the stones from inside the barn. So there's a lot of concrete pieces in between with little stones attached to it. Those will be perfect for hardcore. And that pile we will use for a little road we want to make up. So I want to try to get most of these beautiful stones out, even if there's a little bit cement on it, and use it for other purposes. For us it's the most logical building material, that's plenty around here. Hey-yo! This is also snake country, I think. I don't know if they're out already. This is who is waiting underground for me. This is the plant that I hate, I'm pretty sure. I think the only thing we can do with it is keep pulling it out. That's the only thing. What I'm very happy with is the soil. The soil is really soft with loads of worms inside. So that is a very good sign. Okay, some more weeding. Weed control. What we should have done is we should have covered it in plastic. I did buy plastic, but the time is the problem sometimes. But that's okay, it's not that bad, I think. Well, this is my other pile of stones, and then I have a pile of stones there as well. And that one, soon, I want to get rid of all that piles of sand and different stuff. Get rid of it, put it up, and I want the clean stones to come on top of these ones and pile this up a little bit more. So I can use this whenever I want to build something basic like a bed or whatever, or a little wall somewhere. So I have my personal storage, and I've thought about doing those beds in wood or metal like you see, but why would I? If I have this natural resource close to me. Oh no, yes. Oh, that's too heavy. I think this bed already contains, contains garlic, strawberries and onions. And I think next week, when I have time, I will make a new bed, a big bed over there to put potatoes in. Papa is aan het kijken, als we het zo zetten. Weet je wat er grappig is, Odin? Ja. Ja? Je hebt, als je klein was, heb je meegeholpen met de eerste zonnepanelen op te zetten. Met dat kliksysteem. En nu ben je de tweede aan het opzetten. Wat vind je daarvan? Goed. Vind je dat goed? Ja. Papa ook. These are from DMEGC. Have installed these before. They are 500 watts. Bifacial. So what does bifacial mean? The reflection at the back will also give you energy. Voilà, speel maar. Zit je op een zonnepaneel? I'm done setting up the solar panels we got from Jackery. Cables connected, everything is connected and they are working. So they're each 500 watt bifacial panels and there's 4 of them. So we have a max of 2000 watts. I'll take you inside where the battery system is located. Right, excuse the mess, but this is where I got the battery system set up, the SolarVolt 3 Pro. It is a balcony system, so that means you can set it up very easily. The nature of these systems is just plug and play. So you plug it in, into your power socket, and you plug in your solar panels if you have any, and you're actually already 99% done with setting it up. So this is how I've got it set up. I've got the 4 solar panels connected to 2 MPPTs. This one actually has 4 MPPTs on it. So you can connect up to 4000 watts of incoming solar panel. So that's quite a lot for a small form factor like this. You have the main unit. This is with a 2.5 kilowatt battery inside and it can supply 1200 watts towards your house, or it can charge its battery with 1200 watts from your house. So bi-directional 1200 watts. We have another battery, an extra battery with 2.5 kilowatts of storage, and you can connect up to 5 batteries. And then you have this little base where everything sits on. So it's a very nice package. It is wider, but it is less deep. So if you have a garage, or like here where you have a passageway, this is very nice because you can put it up against a wall and you don't lose a lot of space. And then on the front of the battery, something that I like very much. We've been testing other systems like this, and this is the first one that I actually see that has an LCD screen on it that displays everything. So you don't always have to go into your app to see what is going on. So this is a feature. It is simple, but I like it very much. It means you can just pass by here, give it a little tick, and you can see everything that is going on. Or imagine your internet is out, you can at least come here and see if it's still working and what it is doing. So at a glance, you can actually see what is coming in from the solar power. You can see how much is coming in if it is charging, and you can see how much it is outputting. So now it is charging its battery at the moment. You can see all my power tools, everything I need to do the renovation. So I wouldn't put this battery inside if I didn't trust it. So it has a BMS system, so that is a battery management system. So it will look at its temperature, it will look what's coming in, and it will decide how and how much to charge it, so the battery is always safe. If in any case something would happen, then there is a fire suppression system inside. Okay, I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna change some electrical wiring, so when we are putting on our washing machine or dishwasher, that we can do it from this battery. I don't work a lot inside of the house because this is a very old house and I don't want to touch too much to not cause any problems. We're living in here. It works to live in here. We have hot water, we have most of the stuff we need. The only thing is heating is a little bit less. What problem do we have here? We have a washing machine and a dishwasher, and we have the electric boiler. There's one socket, so now we're always changing around. If we forget to put the electric boiler in, to charge at night, and we have no hot water. So what I'm gonna try is leave the electric boiler on that one socket, because that's on an automatic switch, so that will only start up at 10 o'clock at night and will stop at 6. So we constantly can leave the hot water boiler in, so at least the next day we have hot water. And I'm gonna put extra fuse in, 20 amps, and put 2 sockets here, so at least the dishwasher and the washing machine can work separately during the day if we want to, so we don't have to switch sockets anymore.
This change makes a big difference, not just practically, but financially too. We're on a dynamic electricity tariff, which means there are blue days when electricity is at its cheapest, white days when it's a bit more expensive, and then red days when you really have to be careful with how much power you use. Just to give you an idea, on a blue day, electricity is around 16 cents per kilowatt hour at peak time, when on a red day it can rise up to 70 cents. And because we both work from home, that adds up pretty quickly. This month alone, we've had 6 red days, including 5 in a row, and thanks to the Jackery, we've been able to get through them without having to make too many sacrifices. I could still edit during the day, and we could still put on a load of washing, which with 2 kids is never really done, and we didn't have to constantly think twice before using the things we need every day. So through the app, we could monitor our household electricity use in real time, keep an eye on the battery system, and see much more clearly how and when we were using power, which gives us a bit more freedom and independence in the way we use our energy.
That's better. Now I'm gonna add another outlet for our growing cabinet, I'm gonna call it, because we're gonna plant, or Anicia is gonna plant seedlings very soon. That is truly a workout. Hey. Good thing about a stone like this is it won't move again. Okay. Whew. These were only 3, but they fill up quite a lot. Let's have a look how the systems are doing, because it's a red day today, so it's very expensive electricity. And we got 3 of those balcony systems working together now. 3 is too much, by the way, because sometimes you'll have one battery discharging and the other one thinks it's excess energy going to the grid, so he will use it to charge. So it starts up a loop where it will drain one battery system to fill up the other one. With 2 I didn't have that. With 3 I need to keep an eye on it, because that's what happens sometimes, not all the time. And I think if you use several electricity meters, you might, in several positions, you might be able to stop that. Okay, one more load, and then this one will be finished, and then we could do the bed next to it, do a little bit weeding, and get that one sorted today as well. Then we have 6 already. What we want to see. This is what I mean. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know what this is. This creates this very clumpy. What is this? Cardboard? That's cardboard. I think this grass we call penen in Belgium. I think so. I don't know which this one is with the yellow flower. That's something new that I didn't see before. So what I want to do, we have a light on, but there's something wrong with the tires, that their pressure is too low, but there are no pressure sensors. And I checked the pressure of the tires, it's not that. The only thing that has changed is because our back tires were worn out. I changed the back tires with summer tires. That's the only thing that I changed. What I did find is that these front tires are a little bit worn as well. These are winter tires. I think I'm gonna take them off and put all summer tires on and see if that does change anything, because I got a small rattle in my steering wheel. These tires are done. I don't know if you guys can see it, but both sides are completely worn. See, these tires are still in a better shape. Thread here on the side is gone, and on this side almost as well, so the only thing you have left is this. My back is killing me for moving rocks and I don't know what. Now that we're here, please check this also, and this is fine. It's 3/4 full. I'm not gonna add anything because it needs some maintenance, to be honest. So I'm lacking it behind everything. Voila, the box is gone, so hopefully we use a little bit less fuel. And I truly hope with the new tires in front that the wobbling on the steering will be gone.
Ze mogen goed in de grond zitten, oké?
Bastarden.
Wil je daar vasthouden voor mij?
Ja.
Oké, ga jij mij ajuintjes geven?
Nee, ik wil de grond in. Ga je rappen, mama?
Ga je mij helpen?
Ja. Papa, wat ben je aan het doen?
Boulders.
Boulders? Maar papa doet dat boulders.
Ja.
Die andere bed ga ik van beneden ook nog proberen halen.
wel moeten passeren hoor. Oh, ja, hoog. Ja, zo hoog. Is weg.
Goed. Nou, is allemaal een kraak in dat bed.
Boing.
Ja?
Bang, boing, bang. Ba, boing, bang. Boing, bang, boing. Ba, boing. Dan, boing.
Lions.
Anna.
What?
She's watering our potatoes.
Allee. En dat is ook iets dat ik niet meer doe. Daar ben je. Very.
Hey, Jenny. Cats
What?
have no sense of respect.
Almost the limit. The difficult part is getting that wheelbarrow up here because it's uphill and it is buggy, but we're almost there. This is actually the last bed for now. Anicia is already planting. It's looking a lot better.
Papa.
Jim. Dankjewel Jim, kusje. Je hebt goed geslapen.
Ah, Odin, het zit vast in je vel. Wat moet het nu los?
Kijk.
Laat.
Bang, bang, bang.